I moved to Surrey from Richmond over 20 years ago, and even though I love living here, there's certain things I wish I'd known before I moved here. Today, I'm going to give you the top 7 things that you should know before you decide to move to Surrey. And if you're a golfer like me, number 5 is going to surprise you. Surrey is one of the fastest growing areas in BC. With its great location, great infrastructure, great opportunities for real estate, ocean views, it really does have it all. But when I moved here, there's certain things I started to learn that I think you should know before you choose to move here. So today we're going to get into them. Let's get going. Number 1, limited public transportation. Now, don't get me wrong, there's lots of bus routes and things like that, Uber, taxis, but really getting around Surrey right now, it's a little bit more difficult than say if you lived in downtown Vancouver. Bus routes are there, but getting from A to B gets quite complicated. Now, things will get better with the future SkyTrain line that's going to be coming right down Fraser Highway all the way to Langley. That's going to make it a lot easier to get around Vancouver, the greater Vancouver area. But until that happens, we still have a bit of a problem with public transportation. Number 2, traffic. Now, if you don't want to take public transportation and you've got a car, getting around is generally easier, but you're gonna have to deal with a lot of traffic. Believe it or not, getting around certain times of the day, you're gonna run into some big bottlenecks on certain streets. If you wanna head downtown Vancouver, without traffic, you're about a 35-minute, 40 drive, depending on where you are in the Surrey area, but add in rush hour in the morning and evening, it can be well over an hour to an hour and a half. So that's one issue with living in Surrey. Number 3, extreme weather. Now, if you don't live in the Lower Mainland and you're moving here from another part of Canada, United States, you got to know about the weather here. Now in Surrey and the surrounding areas, winters aren't extremely cold, but they can be cold. We can get some cold snaps. We can get, a week of snow here and there. Summers can be very, very hot, especially the last few years. We've had the new heat dome terminology happening, well over 30 degrees Celsius for extended periods of time. That being said, I will say in the South Surrey areas and the southern parts of Metro Vancouver, you're going to find some better weather. You're going to find less rain than say if you lived on the North Shore Mountains. You're going to find more sun. It's a really different climate as you move from south to north in the Metro Vancouver area. So another thing you might want to consider if you're moving to Surrey. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do. Hit that like button, hit that little bell icon below to get notified when we do new videos. Our goal is really to be your real estate resource of choice, teach you guys about the area, about Surrey, Langley, White Rock, surrounding areas in the Fraser Valley, what to expect, what these places offer, and if you're looking to move here, give you some choices as to what might fit best for you. So make sure that you subscribe. Number 4, the high cost of living. Now, Surrey and Metro Vancouver as a whole is one of the most expensive places to live in Canada. Real estate prices are extremely high. Rents, if you're looking to rent, is extremely high. You add in the cost of groceries, gas, all the things that have risen with inflation. It is difficult to live here. So if you're not living here already and you don't have a home that you're, maybe moving from another area to the city of Surrey, expect a bit of a sticker shock when you look at the prices here. So that's one thing you're going to want to keep in mind when moving to the area of Surrey. Reason number 5, population growth. Now, Surrey is one of the fastest growing cities in all of British Columbia. Now, this place has gone from, a little kind of town to like a big metropolitan area. We now have skyscrapers up in North Surrey, out south towards, White Rock. Things are growing fast. So a little story for you, as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm a golfer. So when I used to live in Richmond over 20 years ago, my in-laws first moved out here, then my parents moved out here, and we'd come and visit them from time to time. And really there was not much here. We thought they were crazy moving out here, especially to the south part of Surrey where we live here. And there was this driving range that I used to go hit balls at, and it was all fine and dandy, and little driving range basically. There was nothing around there, but there was a driving range. So I'd go there and hit balls and whatnot. Well, I think it was about 5 years, maybe 10 years after that. The story was this guy bought the driving range for, I'm going to say, let's just make up numbers, $1 million, and 5 years later sold it for $5 million to Walmart. Now, that whole area there where the driving range used to be, and there was nothing around there but acreages and older homes, is now basically a metropolis. There's a, Walmart, Superstore, London Drugs, restaurants, Browns, all the stuff that you would need to enjoy a day or go shopping. It's just crazy. There's townhouses everywhere, condos. So it's completely changed. So that's one of the things you need to know about Surrey. It's a busy place. Number 6, it's a diverse community. Now there's a lot of different areas in Surrey. It's a big place, right? We've got, South Surrey, you got North Surrey, Fleetwood, Guildford, Cloverdale. So lots of different spots to live. And with that becomes a lot of ethnic diversity. So depending on your background and where you're from, you may choose to live in different areas to be comfortable with the surroundings and the people that live there. So keep that in mind when you're looking at moving to the area of Surrey. Number 7, things to do. Surrey is considered an outdoor paradise with over 600 parks, 277 to 300 or so walkways, trails, paths, lots of things to do outdoors, lots of events that go on, lots of festivals, things like that. We've got, the Canada Day Festival, we've got the Cloverdale Rodeo, but lots of different things that are always seem to be going on. So really lots to do out here. Now, if you're looking for things like nightlife and things like that, it's probably not the place for you. I mean, more of that is in, downtown Vancouver. A lot of the restaurants and things around here will close, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Not a lot on that side of things, but if you're looking for fun and general family fun things to do, Surrey's a fantastic place to call home. By the way, if you want to learn more about not only Surrey, but Langley, South Surrey, White Rock, the surrounding areas, make sure to download my neighborhood guide. I'll put a link in the description below. It will give you lots more information about the area and different spots that you can choose to live and what each of those has to offer. So is Surrey overrated or underrated? Hey, put your comments below. Let me know your thoughts if you live here, if you like living in one area versus the other. What's the best area? Hey, let's have a conversation on that. So if you made it to this point in the video, hey, there's a good chance you might be looking to buy or sell in the Surrey, Langley, surrounding areas. If you are, reach out to us. We've been doing this over 20 years. So rest assured, if you choose to work with us, you'll be in very good hands. Reach out to us, send me an email, info@moteam.ca. We'd be glad to connect with you, answer any questions you have, and see if we can help you choose the Surrey area as your place to live. And if you love this video, hey, you're gonna love my video about the White Rock area. I'll put a link to that above. Check that out. I filmed that out on beautiful White Rock Beach and talked a little bit about the things I love about that area. So check that one out. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon.